As a continuation of our series, here's our third video on careers after graduation, and in this video we're going to be talking about CFA. Now, if it's the first time you're visiting our channel, then as always, please click subscribe. We make a lot of content on helping people make decisions with their career when it comes to the field of finance and accounting. And if you find any value in this video, as always, give us a thumbs up. With that, let's jump into it. So in this, the first assumption I'm going to be making is that at the time of graduation, you have at least completed level 1, or because of the new eligibility criteria, you might have even been able to complete level 2. Towards the end of the second half of the video, I will be talking about what happens if you start CFA post-graduation. So for now, let's assume you've started with it. This means that by the time you're a graduate, you've completed your bachelor's, BCom or BBA or some kind of a degree, and you have CFA at least level 1 in your pocket. The first thing is that the kind of opportunities you get in India as a CFA level 1 is you get into companies which could be like the Big Four, like the international banks like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Citibank, etc. with really good salaries since they recognize CFA level 1. And a normal graduate gets 3 lakh rupees on average. A CFA level 1 can get all the way up to 5 to 6 lakhs. And it's a really good start. Also, beyond the big companies, there are multiple boutique investment banking companies that recognize CFA. There are equity research, a lot of companies which are really into stock markets, into hedge funds, and they always look for really bright CFA level 1s. I have a friend who's actually into tours and travels. He started his own company into luxury travel. And he was recently asking me if I have anybody who is a level 1 candidate who he doesn't mind paying 6 lakhs a year to help him with managing the finances of his own company. So CFA level 1 has immense opportunities. If you're a level 2 by the time you graduate with assuming no work experience, it is either going to be as good as level 1 or if you're lucky, slightly better. Because I'm not sure if a company will want a level 2 with 0 experience and pay them anything different from a level 1 with 0 experience. But the same kind of companies, the same kind of opportunities are all available. And once you start working, once you start getting the hang of the real world, and maybe in 6 months of you working, not more than a year, but within 6 months to 1 year of you working, start appearing for the next level, whether that is level 2 or level 3. Again, in a lot of videos I've spoken about Devanshi. After completing level 1, her salary was just around 4-5 lakhs. Level 2 became 6-7 lakhs. But level 3, she started working in a company called Crystal. Her salary had shot up to, I think, over 10. And now she's working in Barclays after a few years of becoming level 3. Salary even higher. This is what happens, or how you can plan the opportunities and completing up to your final level of CFA after graduation. Lastly, of course, there are international opportunities. So work for a few years, work in good companies that might have recognition worldwide or really enhances your skills to take you to a global level. And then you can apply for different countries, US, Hong Kong, Australia, UK, Dubai. CFA is recognized worldwide. Next, let's come to the point where maybe you've not started CFA and you're about to graduate, or you just graduate. Well, all right, no problem. Again, a lot of people are in that state. You just need to be extremely sincere and have no limit on your input effort. If you've just graduated with a simple BCom, BBA, BAF, BMS, you will most likely be in a position of 3 to 4 lakh salary max. Take up an opportunity in some field in finance. And like I said, if I take the example of Devanshi, when she graduated, she was working with me in transfer pricing, which is just international tax, nothing really to do with what CFA teaches you. But she got a stamp of PwC on her CV. She worked there for over a year, year and a half at a salary of just 2 lakh rupees. And then she took up CFA level 1. So my recommendation is if you just graduated, take up a job immediately, and then you'll have to do the hard thing and start studying for level 1 immediately. Unlike those who must have started earlier, you don't have the time to really wait to get used to working. So it's going to be a little tedious. However, it is worth it. You suddenly go from never having to do much except for graduation to now working 7 days. 5 days will be your work. And on the weekends, you might have to really put in massive number of hours for CFA level 1. However, by the end of 6 months of studying like that and working, if you clear level 1, you can immediately start looking for great opportunities which recognize level 1. And in 6 months, go from a 3 lakh salary to directly a 5 lakh salary. And that jump at that stage is incredible. It's not, people don't get such high jumps immediately. And then you follow the same routine, the same pattern as I discussed earlier. You simultaneously work and start studying for level 2, level 3. Keep an eye out for better opportunities. But when you're studying and working, it might get tedious. So your only goal is to try and balance out clearing exams along with whatever role you have, because you will get great opportunities which you might not get today once you're done with CFA level 3 and you have 2 to 3 years of experience on your CV. So guys, with that, I hope that you get some clarity on what I mean by how to take up CFA post your graduation. If I've left anything, please leave it in the comments.